Good morning. My name is Sergeant River Farley. Today I will be going over military and professional bearing. This briefing is unclassified. A little bit about myself. I have been in the Army for 5.5 years. I am a chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear specialist. I have read a lot about military and professional bearing in my time. The purpose of this briefing is to learn and discuss the importance of military and professional bearing in today's Army. Conditions. You'll be given the ADP 6-22 and you will be given a copy of this PowerPoint presentation in a classroom environment. The standards. Develop an understanding of the importance of military and professional bearing. Can everybody read these two quotes? If not, I'll read them out loud. Military bearing is conducting oneself in a professional manner to bring credit upon oneself and the Army at all times. Command Sergeant Major N. Grimmett. And without character, particularly in a military profession, failure in peace, disaster in war, or at best, mediocrity in both will result. General Matthew B. Ridgway. The outline. So we're going to go over what military and professional bearing is. We're going to go over what the Army expects of you as soldiers and leaders. We're going to go over why we need military and professional bearing. And we're going to explain what happens when there is no military and professional bearing. What is military and professional bearing? So, as soldiers, we should all know what military bearing is. If you don't, here it is. Military bearing is how you conduct yourself in uniform. It is how you carry yourself. It is how you act as well. This includes maintaining proper uniform appearance, rendering all appropriate military and customs and courtesies, and showing respect at all times. Professional bearing is conducting yourself in a professional manner at all times. Being polite, respectful, and work-centered in a professional environment are all attributes to having a professional bearing. What the Army expects of you. So we all know that we have to take a PT test every year. We have to take a urinalysis every year. We have to be in the right uniform at the right time. And we have to render the proper customs and courtesies. The Army expects all members, civilian and military alike, to look and act professionally. They expect us to maintain fitness and body composition standards, proper fit and wear of the military uniform, customs and courtesies, like I said. Military bearing is not just your appearance, though. It is the Army's appearance as a whole. So what you do affects how the Army looks. The importance of military and professional bearing. Maintaining a strong military and professional bearing affects the overall readiness of the Army. As NCOs and leaders, it will be our job to instill military and professional bearing into our junior soldiers. They will not follow a leader who does not uphold the standard. They will not follow a leader who does not follow these standards themselves. A positive and professional unit climate and strong military bearing go hand in hand. So if you have strong military bearing, your overall morale, readiness, and the overall climate of your unit should be higher. Without a strong military bearing, an Army will collapse onto itself. You might be thinking, without military bearing, what happens? Well, this is what's going to happen. The loss of trust and confidence from your juniors as a leader greatly impacts a soldier's career. If soldiers see leaders fail to maintain themselves as professionals, they will assume that the same is allowed of them. If every E4 saw his leaders acting like they aren't in the Army, acting like very unprofessionally, they will assume that the same is allowed of them. They will start breaking down the military ranks. Like I said, these thoughts among the ranks corrupt and spread through the Army like a disease. As leaders, it is our job to make sure that a professional climate is held. So, as NCOs and leaders, it is our jobs to make sure that the strong military and professional bearing and a positive climate are upheld. An example of a military that lost its bearing would be the Soviet Union. Once the overall morale, the readiness, and the confidence in the Communist alliance was eliminated, the alliance fell apart. Summary. So, in conclusion, the Army's ability to fight and win wars depends on maintaining a strong military bearing and a positive climate. As leaders, it is our job to ensure the overall climate of the Army is positive for generations to come. Maintaining a strong military professional bearing is key to earning respect and admiration from your peers. Without these bearings, soldiers will not trust their leaders. Without a positive climate among troops, the Army's mission will be destined to fail. We must ensure that we are upholding the standards. Hopefully, in the years to come, the Army will still be as willing and able to fight and win as it is now. Who knows how the future will look? It's up to us as leaders to make it shape the right way. Like I said, the younger generation is who it's up to. Are there any questions, comments, concerns? Anything else to add? No? Well, this will conclude our brief.